and he pondered all his goings. Meaning, like, you know, you under watch. Like, you gotta imagine, like, you are a spotlight in this thing, especially knowing it's true, and the Lord gave you the wisdom and the knowledge, you know, to execute, you know, His word. It's like, you know, it's like shit. Like, I can't escape now. I'm in this thing, so He really watching me, because He was fortunate enough to give us, you know, this understanding. So it's like shit. It's like you walking on eggshells, like at all times. Like, damn, I'm going off here, I'm going off here. What's like the brother say, you know, he's you know, eating his food, like you checking the back of products, trying to see what's in it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see if you're going off or not. And it's just like, you know, you gotta be careful.
Second Ezra's 85. Go ahead. I got one.
Can I testify for something?
Go ahead.
Because I was at my grandmother's house, and you know, them Judite women know how to throw down in the kitchen. She made some cabbage, but I was worried because I noticed that she put some meat in there. And I wasn't. Yeah, come to find out it was pork after I ate it, and I got mad as hell.
Yeah.
I prayed. Yeah, I went upstairs, prayed. I ain't even say nothing
right
throughout the rest. I couldn't.
That's that grace, man, because that's why the brother brought out the precept about the dude that was boasting about keeping the law and all that stuff. Yeah, you try, but you can't escape going off. And there's a reason why the Lord set it up like that, so that we don't overindulge in try to magnify and boasting and following law, statutes, commandments, because it's not about that anymore. It's about having the faith and endure with that faith, the testing of your faith. How enormous is your faith, and basically, if your faith is a lot, then you will follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. But you can't let that drag you down when you go off on the law, because you're not under that law anymore, and we're not under that covenant anymore. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand when the scriptures are saying that, but you still do your best. You still do your best, because you have to rehearse the righteous acts. You see what I'm saying? But when you encounter that in your life, you know that's a righteous, sorrowful feeling that you're having when you see that you went off and you feel bad about that. That's what the Lord wants us to do. So that is a good feeling to have, but don't dwell on it and let it keep you down.
Like sometimes you might fuck up. Right? You might be on the fast. You might fuck up. You just might just lose your whole train of thought. Might eat something, and you might realize it a second later and like damn.
Right.
Like I'll just say a little testimony. I was cleaning. I was washing the dishes. I was moving. I was doing stuff. And when I got done, I got some apple cider vinegar, and I just take a shot, and then I took it. I was like, fuck. I just felt like shit, man. I felt like shit for that like the whole time, man. I continued, but I felt like shit. Like, it sucks, man. We go off. It's through the Lord's mercy, man. Because it sucks, man. It's a hard feeling on your chest, man.
But that's good. Those are the ones who the Most High is looking for. The ones that are repetitive. Hey, you know, and those are the ones that are of that contrite heart, that contrite spirit.
That's right.
You know, and the brother read the scripture in Psalms 34 and 18, and it says that this is the man whom the Lord look for. You know, a man that's of a contrite spirit. I believe Psalms the 51st chapter says the same thing. You know, the sacrifice of the Most High is a contrite spirit, a contrite and a broken heart.
Yep.
You know, that's who the man looked for. Hey, Isaiah 66 and 1 says, 66 and 2 says the same thing. You know?
Second Ezra's 8 and 5. For thou hast agreed to give ear and art willing to prophesy. Prophesy. For thou hast no longer space than one to live. Keep going up.
That's it. That's the point is, we don't have time to do anything else but to push the truth of the Most High, to study, to be diligent, to find out His dark parables, the deep sayings, and to basically submerge ourselves in the Word. You know, we don't have time to do anything else but to prophesy. You know, but to push the word of the Most High Heavenly Father. You know, so we don't have time to be lukewarm in this thing. We only have time enough to be on fire for the truth. We don't have time to be going out partying, to be having a good time, you know, to be hanging around people that's smoking and drinking that's in the world. Right. We don't have time to be basically being partakers of mirth. We only have time to push the truth. That's it. We only have time because, and what proves it is, you work, right? You got to work to pay bills, right? When you're not at work, you only have enough time to basically to eat, to study, you know, to shower, go to sleep, do it all over again the next day, and then Saturday to go out and push the word of the Most High Heavenly Father. You know, you don't really have time to do nothing else.
Right. Right. Am I got something?
I can. Yeah.
Is there more on there?
Oh, yeah. Verse 6. O Lord, if thou suffer not thy servant, that we may pray before thee, and thou give us seed unto our ear, our heart, and culture to our understanding, that there may come fruit of it. And this
Salakia, and the Lord did that, and He prophesied about that in
Matthews.
No, I was going to say He prophesied about that in Ezekiel. What is that? Ezekiel the 37th chapter. When it talked about the sinews and the bones coming upon us, you know. So basically, what we're doing is we're gathering knowledge so that we can teach people their culture, so that we can teach our people their the knowledge of Israel, you know, the knowledge of oneself, so that we can expound upon the things that are written in the Bible, you know, so that our people can know that, hey, you're the Israelites, you're not niggas, you know, because it says if you sow culture in the heart, right?
Yep.
What did it say?
And thou give us seed unto our heart, and culture to our understanding.
See, culture to our understanding. That's telling the tribe of Issachar. I mean, the tribe of the Mexicans. You're the tribe of Issachar. You know, telling the so-called Negroes. You're the tribe of Judah. You're teaching people culture. Hey, the law, statutes, and commandments that we teach our people. That's culture. So we have we don't have enough time to just be lollygagging and just, you know, playing around and doing what we want to do. We only have enough time to get in these scriptures, you know. Not to be, I don't know. There was two guys out here. I don't know why they left. You know, they left early. But they should know that they don't have time but to do and to listen to the word, to learn the word, and to teach it. Because, hey, we don't have that much time left. And then the life that we live, hell, the life expectancy used to be about 70 years. Now it dropped down to about 45 years, you know? So within 45 years, you only have enough time to gather this knowledge and to teach the people of the Lord, man. And then here it is in the time that we're living in now. World War III can break out at any moment.
Time is short.
Time is short.
Salakia.
What you got?
This is Proverbs 16 and 19. Better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud.
Right, Kyle, you can't be out here thinking you got it, you made it, you the one. You can't think that the Most High owe you, or you know more, you know more than anybody. You can't do that, man. You know, you got to be real humble in this shit, man. Lay back, watch, chill, and chill and keep your mouth closed. Because you know, the more you exalt it, the more you know you humble yourself, man. That's what the elders do. They humble themselves, man. You meet them, they humble. When they speak it to you, they humble. You know, it's really like it's real. It's an overdose, and it's like you gotta put yourself in that predicament because some people look at you like you get upset because you're in a position, but you gotta look at yourself now as man. I don't deserve nothing. I don't deserve even to breathe.
Okay.
You know, I don't deserve shit. I deserve death. You know, that's what the Israelite man to do, man. We in here every day and night, just thinking, how we
ain't shit.
We ain't shit. We can't. You can't really sit here and say you something. Ain't no reason and why you should be saying that. Most High didn't give you. He gave you what? Raiment. You matter of fact, you boasting and you can't even create. You don't even know how your own child is created. You know what I mean? You can't tell you how that works. You know, you can't. Like you said, you can't grow an inch of your stature. You can't do nothing. How we proud? How we earthen vessels, man. We could break. We could die in an instant. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 29, verse 23. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit.
Okay.
I got a precept brother.
That's all right. Yeah, basically, self-explanatory. When you humble, there's a lot of stuff that you take into consideration when you're humble. Because if you don't humble yourself, the Most High will humble you. Right. And when he has to humble you, it's going to be way different as if you were to do it just yourself. Because the Most High will put you in a position or a predicament where you're actually forced to be humble. Like Adrian Broner.
Oh yeah.
Man, the most arrogant, there's arrogant cockiness, and then there's, because you're supposed to be a little confident in yourself. But then there's, that type of arrogance. He was saying, like, I took your belt and I took your girl. He took this, he beat this guy and he's all bragging about it and saying, I got your girlfriend too. Then what happened? How'd he get humble? He got his ass beat by Marcos Maidana. He beat the living shit out of him. And he beat him, and now he got humbled for that moment. But then he went back to being arrogant. Again. So being humble, as a matter of fact, he actually came out in one of his interviews afterwards. He was like, I lost and everything, this has been a humbling experience. He's like, sorry, So that nigga was being fucking arrogant. So, he
gonna die.
Right. But, shit like that has to happen to humble you. And that's why missiles gotta come. All this stuff, because look how much pride Esau has. What type of, do you think anything can humble him? Right. That's why drastic measures has to happen on top of the shit that he's already did. So when part of being humble, put it like this. Like, for instance, like when you lose to somebody in, let's say, a sport or something like that, and you get humbled, one of the things that's humbling is that you realize you're not as good. Because you've been overconfident. You realize you're not as good. You meet your match. But when you're humble, you realize exactly how good you are, your weaknesses, your strengths. Other people's weaknesses and their strengths, so you can know which ones to admire. Other people's weaknesses, who've been before you, and decide, I don't want to take up on these weaknesses. That's part of being humble, when you actually can see, but also see that you're not shit. Literally, and not saying, okay, I'm comparing yourself to another person, always saying you're better and stuff like that. That's not, being humble.
Hey, no one can humble Esau.
Nope.
In Revelation, it says they're going to be proudful even when the nukes hit, man.
Pride in our heart has deceived thee. That's why that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, man. That's in Obadiah. He deceived himself that he thinking he could out-top the Most High. That pride is what takes your ass into another realm, man. Like you the only one that exists. And that's what Esau thinks. He thinks he's the only one that exists on the earth, and everybody else is his bitch. Oh, they don't exist. That's why he treat us like shit. But the reason your pride is strong on you like that, because you got destruction coming. That's why I say, woe before pride comes destruction, and your destination is hell. It's gonna be in hell or hellfire. You know, because that's the direction you going, and that's the direction you gonna stay in. You know, the shit you did and the prideful way that you took out the Negroes, Latinos, and Native American and think you did it yourself, while all the other kings knew. After a while, even Nebuchadnezzar had to find out, you know, that who was the power of heaven. Even Darius, you know, how did Darius know? Darius had to find out because they left records. They knew, and then he said that the Lord had to work on the minds of them, the king of Persia. He had a strong mind, but he knew that the Most High, he knew that the Lord was the one that created or who let you get what you had, your kingdom. You know, he knew he was the one who had the kingdom, because, like I said, Nebuchadnezzar got humble, and then go to the Persians and the Medes. They knew about him, you know, because they left records and it was said. But then Esau stepped into the picture. Esau what's his name? Alexander the Greek. His ass died, but for being prideful. He got died when he died for syphilis and shit. He shit. You know, for being prideful.
Taking too many butt shots.
Yeah. And then, I mean, because, you know, well, like your brother said, take too many butt shots. That's too much pride to think that was smart. You know, that's the exit wound. You know, it's not my interest. And then you got the Romans, you got the Greeks, you got Nero, all that pride shit, man, has taken down kingdoms, man. Why our little lowly ass think we can be prideful shit we don't have?
Right.
You know? Go ahead, who got it?
I got a question. Wasn't Antiochus who the Most High like bled them with that disease where he looked like and he started writing letters to the Jews and everybody else saying, "Oh, I'm sorry." He started playing kiss ass.
Yeah,
really.
That's all that. But you don't trust thy enemy, because if he got well here, they started that shit all over again. Like Iron Rush shows his wickedness. That's that shit. All of a sudden, you good with it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 18, verse 21. It says, "Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sins show repentance."
Hey, come right with it. Humble thyself before thou be sick. That came right on time, bro. With that, with the analogy about Antiochus. You know, and they say he was stanking, wasn't he? Yeah. Yeah, they say he was foul, man. Back up, man. How you gonna just walk up to anybody, bro?
I was just trying to tell him, Arlen, you know.
Man, back up, man. We don't owe you nothing.
What's going on?
Yeah, but you walking up to people, man.
He good, he good.
Okay, but you know.
I was just trying to know, arm lift.
Yeah, arm lift. Alright, but yeah, so like Antiochus did, he made him sick. He was foul, smelled like the hippo and pour him at the zoo. You know, the straight shit. Never trust our enemy. Our enemy come up to us and think we supposed to be joyous that he walk up to us and invading our space. You know, he invading everybody else's space in the whole country, in the whole world. Why the hell we think he would come 2 inches in front of our face? Fuck, my bad. That's Salakio me. Go ahead,
2 Kings 20 and 21. In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death. The prophet.
That's 21, right?
2 Kings 21? Mm-hmm. What did I say?
21.
Oh, Slacky. 2 Kings 20 and 1. In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death. The prophet Isaiah, the son of Amos, came to him and said unto him, Thus said the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, set thy house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. Then he turned his face to the wall and prayed unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, saying, I beseech thee, O Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore. And it came to pass, afore Isaiah was gone out into the middle court, that the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai came to him, saying, Turn again, and tell Hezekiah the captain of my people, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the power of David thy father, I have heard thy prayer, I have seen thy tears, behold, I will heal thee.
Right, because even when you quoting that, even Manasseh got humble for all the wickedness he did. Jeconiah. He got humble for this. What he did? We got humble for what we did. We humble, man. We been humble. I guarantee we all been humble for the shit we have did, man. Even being like, we call it embarrassed sometimes. You know what I mean? That's being humble, humiliated. It's the humble. You will get humbled by our power, man.
Right.
It's no way you can avoid being humble, man. That's go all of us, man. Anything can happen. Anybody can get it.
Right.
You know?
It's all about it. It's all about what you do after you get humbled, though. Because you got, I was watching the Brothers in Truth Sent one time, GMS Truth Sent, and there was a dude that said he had, you know, all the money and the women and everything, and then he got it taken away. And the brothers was steadily telling him, you know, the Lord did it. The Lord did it. He was like, but why? God did it. Why? I'm you know, he was poor on the street and shit, but I had everything and shit. But then he started talking about how he was killing people and shit. He was a drug dealer and shit like that, something like that. And their brothers was trying to tell him there was a reason why it happened, for, you know, for him to see it, but he couldn't see it. So you actually got people out there when judgment comes upon them, and the time comes for them to be humble and take that chastening, take that chastisement, you know, they don't know how to take it the way that you're supposed to take it. You know what I'm saying? They want to be kind of like, you know, vindictive, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Being spiteful, you know what I mean? You can't, it's a way that you're supposed to take being chastened and being, you know, punished. You know what I mean? You're supposed to learn from it and try to do better next time. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point of it. When things happen in our life and we don't understand what's going on or why is this happening, you know what I'm saying? Or the devil is trying me, you got to look at yourself. That's the key. You got to look at yourself and see what, you know, basically incline your ear to the Most High, because he'll show you what you need to look at in yourself. You know what I mean? And then you go from there, you know? But there's a proper way to take chastisement and judgment from the Lord, too. Either you're going to be a nigga about it or you're going to be humble by it, you know?
Like, there's before I came into the truth, the Lord broke my, I use the example all the time, the Lord broke my collarbone, man. And I always think of it now, because the Lord really could have killed me that day, because there was weights set up, there was weights just sitting there, set there. Shit, the Lord could have made me, he could have did something worse and killed me, could have made me all fucked up in the head. Because there was weights set up at the end, and he could have made my head to where it just fucking hit, and it just fucked me all up, man. And that was the spirit of the Lord, because I was playing around, man. I was fucking around, not taking it seriously, man. So the Lord had to snap me, because that's the humbling thing, man. The Lord will humble you, man. Like the scriptures say in Jeremiah, that give me anything except for the plague of mine, because you don't want the Lord to give you that, man. When the Lord give you the plague of the mind, he can have mercy on you, but when he do that, it's scary, man. He can break your arm, you can handle that. He break your leg, you can handle that. He give you that mind plague, man. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. When you all fucked up in the head, seeing spirits, seeing. That's what's gonna happen to these people. They gonna be seeing live demons sitting on the block.
Smoking that weed.
Yeah, they gonna see a demon with smoke come out of his mouth, got a fucked up face and shit.
Like smoking, huh?
Yeah, right.
You like smoking, huh? You like that weed, huh?
Right.
Let me show you some how
I get down.
How I get down, right? It can scare your ass. You running, it be an apparition and shit, chasing you and shit. You running so fast, you kicking your own ass. That's it.
This is Sirach, chapter 1, verse 30. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul, and so God discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to the fear of Yahweh, but thy heart is full of deceit. Now, it says the Most High can reveal your secrets. You know, that just lets you know how, well, keep your secrets, but let your ass get puffed up. The Most High say, oh, I'll put all your business out. You know, put your shit out right there. Now you're going to be humble, because once the shit out, people already know about it. You know, so the Most High, you know, he's down with, you know, if you did something fucked up, okay, I'll keep that, but keep being fucking arrogant, lifting yourself up, you know, and he said, show it to the congregation. You know, so when the congregation sees you, you know when you get a name, people be like, oh, that's, you know,
that nigga.
Right. That's like, put it like this, from like school, like, I stay in Detroit now, but I used to go in Jackson High School. Now, there's people who got their ass beat in like middle school, and we remember, oh, you talking about little leg got his ass beat? Oh, that nigga. You know, so you remember stuff like that. You know, you like, cause it's always a lot of times. Put it like this: some of the funniest world star hip hop fights be like Bully meets his match, or some shit like that, or it be like that one bitch that was in the locker room. I don't know if y'all saw. She was picking with this one bitch, and she got molly. It was pride, because she was getting her ass beat, and then the bitch had mercy. She stopped, and then you know she's like, oh, you can't let her do that to you, like Shaquanda or whatever her name is. And then she came back and got her ass whooped some more, and then she came back and got her ass whooped more, and then like you could tell like she was trained to something like her like. She was just piecing her ass up, you know, like it wasn't like the typical grab your hair, just grab you and gouge your eyes out, you know. She was actually being humble and she got her ass whooped. You know, you on the fucking internet. Everybody gonna remember that shit.
They gonna see you in school talking, like, bitch, you got your ass whooped. They seen that bitch was throwing them bowls. It's gonna be like 20 years later. This bitch ain't gonna last 20 years. It's gonna be like 20 years later. They be like, hey, you remember that bitch that got her ass whooped? Hey, she coming to the high school reunion.
Or like that one video on YouTube where the woman got hit in the head with the shovel.
Oh, yeah, she gotta get away.
Sharkeisha,
Sharkeisha gave her that.
Oh, wait, that's
Sharkeisha gave her that whooped up on that girl. Jake could grind shit in, man. Like we talking about.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 20 verse 11, it says, there is an abasement because of glory, and there is that lifted up his head from a low estate. You know, like the brother just said, when you rise and you trying to exalt yourself, like the scriptures say, you know, he that exalted himself shall become abased. You know, you can't be trying to exalt yourself. Like, who the fuck exalts himself? Like, really, you can't try to exalt yourself. Like, you're supposed to let other men praise you. You know, like, just thinking about that, you don't exalt yourself and try to abase another person either. You know what I'm saying? Especially your brothers. You're supposed to pull them up as well, you know? But then he said, it said, and there is that lifted up his head from a low estate. You know? So, pretty much, if you try to, you know, boast in your you know, in you being at a higher state, or, you know, being exalted, you're gonna be, you should be, you know, if the Lord see fit, you're gonna become abased, and then and there, you should show humility and humbleness, and then the Lord will bring you back up. You see what I'm saying?
You say pride.
And with that, gonna say death to America.
Death to America.
Death to America.
Death to America.
Kwame Bakiyam.
Kwame Bakiyam.
Shalom.
Shalom.